It's January 3rd, 2011. I think on my last clip I said 2010. You know how when the new year starts, it's hard to say the date correctly. Now, this region just north of Paris, France, has low hills, which you can see in the distance. It's a very fertile area. They still grow a lot of agricultural products here. The country of France was initially a very, very small country. Saint-Denis was its capital, and it was known as Ile-de-France. And Paris was really only a village, not of much consequence, a little Roman village. Saint-Denis was much more important, and even going back to Druidic times, had quite a bit of importance. There are a lot of very, very interesting early Christian sites, prehistoric sites around here and around Saint-Denis. France, as I said, was a very, very small country. France has only been united as it exists now quite recently. I mean, up until the 19th century, the Savoie region was part of the Kingdom of Sardinia, and it was not even necessary to teach French in public schools in Brittany until 1936. The Breton people are a Celtic people, and there were the Normans and the Franks. There was Eleanor of Aquitaine and her wonderful, colorful people. And there's the Languedoc region still, and down around Provence, they speak a language called Occitan. It still exists. So, you know, it's sort of like you have to remember that the United States was initially just 13 original colonies, and there was the whole French section, which became part of the Louisiana Purchase. I'm not sure if you understand, here in France, for example, in the 18th century, if a child was found unescorted in the street, he or she was arrested. And if the family could be located, they would pay a fine. And if they could not be located or did not have the money to pay the fine, the children were deported to, I hope this is my boss, I'm going to have to ask, to the south of the United States, which was then a French territory. Vous allez à Saint-Denis? Okay, yeah. I have to wait for the next bus. And the purpose of this was to colonize the French territories with these young kids. So you will find a lot of people in the American South who have names like Petit or Bourgeois. You know, they have these French-sounding names, and they don't know why. The answer is probably because one of their ancestors was a child who was grabbed from here in France and shipped over there, basically as slave labor, but for the purpose of colonizing the area over there. And I guess it's good for the United States that Napoleon needed a lot of money, and he gave us the Louisiana Purchase, and our country got a lot bigger. But I'm not so sure it was good for the first people.